Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Jan Lee, founder and managing partner of Hive Ventures. State of investing in blockchain startups is what we're going to talk about as Hive Ventures discusses strategies with VCs that they can take when investing in crypto companies amidst a bear market and the future of Web3 companies giving ongoing developments. Jan, it is great to see you. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me, Jill.
You got it. And let's talk about the state of investing in blockchain startups in what's been a downward trending market.
So I think with the investment market, everyone's been bracing for a sharp decline. It's crypto winter right now, but we really believe that bear markets are best time to build. Many of the crypto funds, like A16Z in the US or Infinity Ventures Crypto out in Asia, everyone's just raised crypto funds last year. So there's still a lot of dry powder in the bank right now. So there will still be quite a bit of VC investment momentum as we see it right now. Valuations have rationalized, so I think it's actually a great time.
Yeah, and Jan, what are some of the strategies that VCs are going to take when investing in crypto companies amidst a bear market? What are they looking for from management teams specifically?
I think the greatest difference between now and over the past couple of years, where there's a lot of FOMO and a FUD in the market, I think VCs are going back to fundamentals. They're taking time together with founders to really take a step back, look at the fundamentals of businesses. What is required out in building out this Web3, which is really still very nascent right now, and beyond what's FOMO or what's really hot and hyping right now, we think it's a great time to relook at the missing pieces, especially in infrastructure for truly scalable Web3. Also, I think timelines are what VCs are relooking right now to something that is a lot longer, instead more like a 5 to 10 year timeline rather than 3 to 4 years.
And Jan, when we think about the future of Web3 blockchain companies, we always talk about crypto. We talk about crypto valuations, but it's so much more than that. So when you think about the future 5, 10 years out, what does it look like when it comes to Web3 and blockchain?
So Web3 is still, like I said, really, really young, right? There's still endless possibilities to be built out. It's also accelerating in terms of its growth. We're seeing record numbers in terms of developers joining the various ecosystems like Ethereum, like Solana. Out in Taiwan, it's one of the largest developer bases for all these ecosystems as well. So we're seeing a few trends, right? One, we're seeing a lot more of incumbent Web 2 guys move towards a Web 2.5 free pace together with all these Web 3 native developers. We're seeing the entire space really accelerate and spiral. But there's so many places that I think if we imagine something that is truly transparent, truly decentralized, where there are valuable applications out there through blockchain technology itself, then I think a lot of the underlying technologies needs to be built out. The data infrastructure and analytics, the primitives in the space of data and data applications that the entire economy of Web 2 or Web before this was really built out. So I think there are still a lot of technologies and applications that are missing out in this space. Also in development and management of Web3 applications or blockchain applications, I think these have really taken center stage in the traditional VC, so to speak, investment over the past decade or so. And I think those are going to cascade over into Web3. So we've just made a few investments in a space as well, even during this winter, including a RegTech company that really allows easier, more accessible kind of asset management across chain. I think that RegTech element, the regulatory part, is also an important fabric that needs to be there in order for us to onboard the billion users into Web3. So we're also venture building a few stealth startups in the infrastructure, data infrastructure, and data application space. So I think these are the few angles that will continue to really bring Web3 into commercial popularity.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. We talk about a crypto winter, right? It sounds like it's so negative, but when I have folks such as yourself in the crypto VC space, not even just for crypto, but other fintech applications, it's almost like it's encouraging that this valuation reset has happened, and we could think about companies that have path to profitability and they have revenue that's coming in, and there's an actual strategy in place. So it's almost like when you say crypto winter, it doesn't have to be quite as negative, because VCs sound like they're really honing in on their investments, and not only just for VC investments, but making the management teams smarter and more open to what's happening in the business cycle.
Absolutely. I really think that, downturns are where some of the best companies have emerged. If we look back in history, in 2008, 9 era, it really brought to life companies like Facebook, or today Meta, and all these companies that we know today to be really dominating Web2 space. I think this winter is an absolute great opportunity for these companies. And for us, we built out our first startup in 2008 as well, in the last subprime crisis. And when you really look at your entire business over a much longer runway and really look at what the market needs, at the end of the day, you're going to be riding the wave out into the next bull cycle. So I really think, like you said, this is a great time for everyone, founders, for investors, to reset and relook at what is important to build out the next new world of Web3.
Right. And Jan, to your point, we think about 2008, 2009, think about all the social media platforms, Web 2.0, to your point, that are ubiquitous to what we do with everyday life. This could be the next phase of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Jan, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks, Jill.